What's up, everybody? So yeah, that was not clickbait. I literally almost had a panic attack today. I had a bunch of symptoms that I have not felt in years. 3 years ago was my last panic attack, and I'm glad I didn't let myself go over the edge today, but I got really, really close. So why did this happen, Because I'm still prone to having panic attacks. I just have to be on myself all the time. I have to be careful. I have to do the right things that I tell y'all to do. That helps me. That helps my mental health and keeps the disorder away and keeps the panic attacks away. But it can still happen. So I flirted with that today. So I just wanted to be honest and transparent with you guys. I want y'all to know what's going on with me. So this morning, it was one of those mornings, you've had them probably many times in your life where no matter what you did, you couldn't get your goals accomplished. On the weekends, this is whenever I have time to get some extra things done, and I stay busy and I do extra work on the weekend. So I was wanting to get ahead, and this morning just did not go good for me. So I already had that going on for me. I did not hydrate myself at all this morning. The only thing that I drank was 2 big glasses of juice with lots of sugar, so that's not great. I didn't have a healthy breakfast. I didn't do any journaling. I didn't do anything. There was nothing that set my day up for success. So that's something I'm going to be honest with you about. So I'm sitting at the desk, at my table, and I'm working on my last video that I did this morning. And I don't hear my son for a while, my 3-year-old son. And whenever I don't hear him for a little bit, I get concerned because he's very loud, he's very vocal. And for those of you that don't know, we're actually getting his mental health evaluated. We're in the process of doing that with speech therapists and psychologists right now. But he's also in the process of being potty trained. So I don't hear him for a little bit, and that concerns me. I was like, well, he's probably up to no good. So I go in there, and I smell something as I get closer to the room. And then whenever I get there, and this is like a parent's worst fear, there is poop everywhere. He smeared it and mashed it into the carpet. It's funny to somebody else, I guess, listening, but for me, this is the last thing that I needed today whenever I was trying to get something done. I immediately got really, really angry. I yelled at him because he knows better, and he knows to go to the toilet to use the bathroom. He knows that. He's been doing good for about 3 or 4 months now, so it didn't make any sense to me why today was something different, and he decided to do that. So he has his pants off. It's under his fingernails, on his hands, on his butt, on his feet, on his private area. It's smashed all in the carpet everywhere. So I had to go bring him to the bathtub. And I'm in there, I'm just asking, why did you do this? You know better. I was letting myself get worked up too much. Way too much. I haven't let myself get this worked up in a long time. And as I'm doing it, I notice that my chest is getting tighter, but I don't try to calm down. I don't try to do any breathing exercises, nothing. I was just like, whatever, whatever. I'm just mad right now. I can't believe this is happening. And I just kept letting myself get worked up. My chest got tighter and tighter. And then I had trouble breathing. And guys, I haven't felt like this in a long time. And there was like a split second where I was like, you know what? I haven't had anxiety like this in so long. Hopefully this isn't me literally working myself up to like a heart attack, Even for a split second, I still thought that for a second because I was like, I don't have anxiety anymore. I help people with anxiety. I help other people. But for a split second, guys, I'm not going to lie to you. For a second, I was like, I wonder if I'm about to have a heart attack because I just worked myself up so much because I don't have these symptoms any other time. So anxiety was getting to me. I had shooting pains that were going down my arms, particularly in my left. My chest got tight. I got dizzy. I was short of breath, but I kept cleaning. I ignored it. I was just like, whatever. So I kept doing that and doing that. Then my heart started beating. And I had already bathed my son, and I'd got most of it out of the carpet, and it still has to be shampooed and all that stuff with the carpet cleaner and stuff later today, so that'll be fun. So what I did at that point, I noticed my chest was very, very tight, and it was starting to hurt. And these are things that, guys, I have not felt in a very long time. So I went outside, and I did some jogging, and it's gotten better. But my chest is still tight. Like, this has been about an hour and a half ago. And I haven't had anxiety in a very long time, so it got me thinking, wow, this explains why, if I'm still tensed up like this, and it's been an hour and a half, and I haven't had any symptoms or panic attacks or anything like this in 3 years, it just goes to show how difficult it is for you to relax whenever you're having panic attacks all the time, or whenever you're having high levels of anxiety every single day and worrying about your symptoms. And it just made me think, man, no wonder I was always in pain. No wonder I was always tense, because I just didn't give myself enough time to, I just didn't realize how long it took for the muscle tension to go away. So hopefully, that can reassure you there, guys. But I was like this close to almost having a panic attack, but I didn't allow myself to do that. And the reason being is because most of my panic attacks used to happen because I thought that my symptoms were a result of a disease, illness, or a heart attack. Those are my main fears. So that would often drive me into a panic attack. But today, other than that split second, I was like, no, just calm down. I'm not having a heart attack. And it didn't let me progress to a panic attack. So I kind of used some experience there to help me out. So I just wanted to share that with you. There's a lot of things going on in my life right now, and this isn't to be a pity party. It's really not. But I'm just saying this to show you that life in general can throw stress and stressful things at you, and it can add up. And if you don't try to process it or change the way you view it, it can mess with you. Like the mental health evaluation for my son, we're going through right now. I'm hoping that everything's okay, but there's some issues with him. The fact that we're wanting to move out of this place and go to a nice place, so the videos will be a lot better. I could do a lot more. We need our space. We're all cramped in this small home, and it's getting old, and we're not happy here. My physical health, worrying, not really worrying, but trying to get this evaluated and looked at so I can move on from that. That appointment's on Thursday. And trying to get the YouTube thing going, trying to save money. I've been working a lot, working overtime. So as you can see, a lot of things are going on in my life right now. So it kind of made some sense to me this morning why that extra thing that happened in there in my son's room kind of threw me over a little bit. So I'm going to sit down this evening, and I'm going to try to figure out some plans of action to try to help myself calm down, because I don't want that to continue to happen. And I won't let it. I won't allow it. But I just obviously need to handle the situations in my life a little bit better. I could have handled the situation with Cullen this morning a lot better than I did. I was very angry, and that's what sent me over the edge, and that's what made my chest get tight. And I can't be like that. I have to be patient with him, and I feel really bad about how I acted this morning. So I'm probably going to go love on him in a little bit and just tell him that I'm sorry for getting so angry. But I love you guys, and I just want you to know that I care about y'all so much. And sorry I'm getting kind of teary-eyed and emotional because I'm just thinking about my son. But I love all of you, each and every one of you, and keep pushing every day. It's about how you handle these types of days like I'm going through today. It's how you handle them, okay? You can end your day on a good note. So I love all of you, and I hope you have a great rest of your evening.